Hey there crafters, Louise with you today. Thank you so much for popping over to my channel. I am sharing another art journal inspired layout, and I kind of started this one and then got a bit of an idea to use this lady cut out and extend her body a little bit, and then I thought, oh, I better put this on a video because this could turn into something really cool. So I'd already made that blue background. Apologies that you didn't get to actually see that, but I've used a spatula and just spread some blue acrylic paint straight onto my background. I definitely didn't want to have the whole page covered, so I obviously wanted to have a little bit of a sky feeling going on, but I didn't want it to to be a whole blue background, so I've left that sort of blank section off to the left on purpose. Now, this I think is a funky fossil paper, the lady's head, and I'm like really bad at ladies' heads. So anytime I can use a cutout in my art journal, that's going to work for me because I cannot draw at all. This, you can see me, I've sketched out some balloons. That's about as exciting as my drawing gets. So because this was just a lady's head, I decided to extend her body a little bit, and then I had the idea to have her sort of holding this bundle of balloons, and because of the look on her face, I don't know what it is. It's just something about her that it just makes me think of like being in that sort of mind frame where you're feeling okay, but you're not super excited about the world. So I don't know, this is just what I had in my mind, so don't mind my ramblings as I go ahead and create this page. You can see that I'm creating 3 balloons, and I'm using obviously some combined colours. So I'm doing one blue, one yellow, and one by mixing the 2, which will give me that sort of tealy green kind of colour. And I'm in this little sort of flow at the moment using my, now I'm having a blank and I can't remember what these are called. Acetate. So I'm using these acetate sheets, and what I decided to do is to actually use it to be part of the dress to add that area of interest. So you can see that I'm just free cutting one of those. It didn't have to be perfect, it just needed to be enough that was adding some more pattern and interest. All right, so I recently picked up some Life of Colour pens in their sale that they had, and again, I would normally colour this with my distress my distress crayons and smudge that all around, but I decided to challenge myself a little bit and try to colour this face in with more of that sort of paint pen colour that you can see I'm using here, and just to help blend it, that's where I'm smudging my finger that little bit. So one thing I do know in terms of over the years, I've learnt how to sort of do my makeup, and you want to contour and shade the areas. So while I'm not very good at seeing light and shade in an art sense, I am able to do it in terms of how I do my makeup. So you can see I'm darkening a couple of areas and just colouring her in, giving her a little bit of extra spice. Here's where I pull out my distress crayons, and I'm just going to, again, because I didn't want this too dark, I'm just going to smudge this around a little bit, blending a few different colours, a little bit of brown, a little bit of gold, just to give her a little bit of interest here. So for me, I don't actually mind that she doesn't completely blend in with the background. Like you can see that little bit of white popping out behind her, and that's, I'm not hating that necessarily. I don't feel the need to cover it up. I'm quite okay with it just poking out a little bit, just to sort of separate her from that background. I'm going to keep it nice and simple, glue my balloons onto my page, add some strings like she's holding them and sort of walking around with them, a few little minor details, but really I want to keep it quite simple. I'm going to put some stickers over the top of the balloons to add a little bit of a sentiment, but essentially what this whole layout started as was more just a play and getting something on the page. So nothing super technical here, but I hope that you can sort of see how this came together, and it inspires you to have a little bit of a play around with some stuff that you might have in your stash. Final steps here, I'm just adding a little bit of glitter to these balloons. They just needed to help lift off the page a little bit. So a little bit of glitter glue there, and that's going to be the layout finished. So thank you for watching. That's another entry in my art journal. I hope that you are already subscribed, and of course if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below.